Hi guys, so today is going to be a bit of a different video. I haven't filmed in posted anything for I think about 2 years or maybe like a year and a half. So I'm really nervous. So basically I wanted to come back onto my channel and I wanted to film a video about my stammer. So over the last year I have learned so much about myself and about like why I have a stammer, and I just kind of wanted to share it with the world because I wanted to help people like me and people that really struggle with it. And also on my journey a lot of people are so inquisitive and I just kind of want to be like, because I think in the situations where you want to tell people, that's when you stammer, because you're so ready to share, you're so ready, you really want to, and then all those anxieties are coming up, you're like, oh my god, I can't say it, like all that kind of stuff, and then you don't share. And I think I think one of the most hardest things about stammering is wanting to share who you are and not being able to share it. And I think that is, I think, what I've struggled with the most. So yeah, this video is to kind of like tell you about myself and tell you about my stammer, and just want to share. I just want to share more and just embrace more. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video and I'll get cracking soon. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the most commonly asked questions, and I hope that helps, and I hope that introduces me and introduces what I'm going to bring to this channel without sounding so formal. By the way, this is very freak that I am fluent. This almost never happens ever. So I don't want to give a fake or unreal representation of who I am on this video, which I'm really worried about doing, because obviously, like, knowing how bad I stammer so often I feel like Stammer's watching this will be like, oh, I've got it worse than her, like, you know, I feel really bad, how am I gonna, you know, help myself when this girl doesn't stammer and she's saying that she's got a stammer. I have a stammer, I promise. And videos and films and documents, and I will document it, I promise. Stammers out there, I feel alone because that's what I want to share. They're not alone, but so anyway. My eye, I've also got a wandering eye, so if my eye wanders off, I'm really sorry. When did you know you had a stammer? So I kind of knew I had a stammer from a very young age, I'd say 2. My words were kind of like jumbled up, they weren't in the right, my sentences weren't forming themselves properly, and my parents noticed that and they kind of thought, well, she's 2, like, let's give her a bit of time. But when I went into primary school, kind of noticed that, and teachers were picking up on it and they just recognised it as a problem, really. So yeah, that's when I knew I had a stammer. Why? A lot of people, and I've actually had, since working with quite big groups of people in hairdressing, like I've worked for 2 salons now, they've been quite big ones, and they've had like 12 stylists, and they're pretty much all girls. And girls love to chat, like they love a bit of conversation, they love to know things, and lovely girls that I work with come up to me and want to have a massive chat with me about why I have a stammer, and I think it's so lovely, I think it's amazing. But obviously, unfortunately, I won't really be able to respond quite in the way I want to because I'm stammering all over the place and I just end up feeling rubbish at the end of the conversation. But I really want to share. So for everyone that wants to know, that basically I think that, well, I've gone through many thought patterns of what people have told me, about doctors have told me, speech therapists have told me. It's kind of cognitive, they say to me. It's cognitive and it's to do with fear, and it's about blocking up, and when you block up, there's a part of your brain that holds the speech, and it just kind of sort of stops working, or it delays itself through fear. So the fight or flight, my brain reacts to fight or flight. So I feel like that is the most scientific reason But personally, and this links with it very well, it doesn't reject that theory at all. It's basically, I think that I have anxiety, and I kind of was in quite a lot of disbelief that I had anxiety for quite a few years, because it became quite a stigma a few years ago, and I just was in disbelief that something so physical could be to do with my mind and caused by my mind, and it kind of made me quite down because I was thinking, God, like, can't I just be a little bit more positive? Like, can't I not be so scared? Like, can't I just be normal and talk? So yeah, so finding out about why is something that I definitely want to expand on. But yeah, that's kind of really briefly. It's kind of it's kind of a fight or flight response to do with the speech part of your brain, and you feel like it's blocking up in your chest, like you feel restricted, you can take as many breaths as you want but the words aren't going to come out kind of feeling, and that is caused by intense anxiety. And I would just want to quickly also say, feeling judged and judging yourself. That's pretty much in a nutshell what I believe is the reason why I stammer. When this is also a really difficult one, and kind of people ask, oh, do you only stammer when you're feeling nervous? And yes, I will stammer a lot when I'm nervous, but what they don't see is me stammering when I'm at home with my mum and my dad and my brother Piers and my boyfriend and things like that. Like, they don't see that, and I think that if they saw that, they would kind of, I feel like people take offence when I stammer in front of them that aren't really close to me, and that makes me feel sad as well. So, but yeah, no, it's usually when I'm feeling stressed, when I feel like I'm inferior in a situation, or I'm really eager to get something out, like I want to share, I want to have fun, I want to communicate in a conversation. I have the most wonderful boss, and I would love to talk to her more, but I just can't even walk up there sometimes to talk to her. So yeah, things like that. When I'm tired, obviously if you've had a really bad day of speech or something, when you come home you're quite emotional, like emotions run high and you kind of just need to chill. There's that as well. And again, I just briefly touched on it, knowing what you want to say. So somebody is almost expecting a certain answer out of you, and it works in all different dynamics, it's not just this, but I feel like I stammer more when I know that somebody wants a specific answer out of me within a time frame, and even if they say, don't worry, take your time, I'm like, shit, crap, I need to do this quick, I need to like deliver this word to you. And that is the time where I feel most failure and the most judgment, I think, is when I can't get it out. I've taken to recently writing it on a bit of paper, because it just isn't going to work if I'm using my words. And so yeah, communicating differently is how I've dealt with it, but yeah, that's when it happens. And I also want to quickly touch upon, lastly, for today, therapies. So again, another commonly asked question. I just kind of wanted to touch on the most common ones. I have gone through quite a few therapists through my schools. I've had some lovely speech therapists. They had kind of gone through exercises and try and figure out why I stammered, and at the time I think I was too young to be able to kind of like correlate exactly why. So yeah, but I had them for a few years. I had one in primary school and secondary school, and they were nice. And the starfish, because I'm going to the starfish course, which I briefly mentioned in my video again, to relearn the breathing techniques, as I am really struggling at work, and I wanted to film before and after for myself and for my journey, and also to share as well with stammerers and people that are interested in stammering, or have somebody that that has a stammer that's close to them. So yeah, I'm going back. It's a breathing technique, which I think has been the most liberating of therapies. And for briefly, when I was a child, I did singing lessons, and actually stage coach. I did drama lessons, all that sort of stuff. My mum was eager to help me in any way she could. So did that. And recently, in the last 2 years, I've been going about 5 times a year, I think, to hypnosis with a cognitive behavioural therapist. She's amazing and she's my rock at the moment. I just get to talk to her. I spend an hour talking to her about my fears and things related to my stammer and going through the mental stuff, really, like the kind of debunking my anxieties and my fears. So yeah, I hope that's helped you. I also want to go into loads more detail in different videos about different situations, about how I've needed help with loads of talking things and how I deal with things by myself and experiences that I've had that have been difficult because of my stammer, all that sort of stuff. But I hope that's helped you and helped people that have questions about my stammer as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you soon.